Hey, what's up everybody? Prospector here with Watcher Realms. Today we're going to be checking out Watcher Realms' new guide generator. A little fun tool that you can use to set up maps and set up teams and share with your friends. To one, show off how you kind of use your heroes and your teams on a certain map, and also to help them get past these stages as well. But anyways, without further ado, let's dig in. Alright, so we have the guide generator here. You can see I have the game open up on the back side here, and then I also have a window open on the right side here. This is the guide generator. I'm going to put the link to this down in the description below. I think this tool is going to be amazing for us in the future. I'd imagine they can start using it to help us create custom maps to help get those maps integrated into the game, share ideas with our friends, share our team composition setups as well, just in general, and it's a very useful tool. But I would definitely love to see some events in the future of creating our own maps for special events and stuff. Definitely is going to be interesting. Now the first thing you need to do is get logged in, and I am already logged in, but when you go to sign up, you register, you're going to use your settings here. This is your ID and your server ID. Now it is going to send you a code to your in-game mailbox here to confirm that you are who you say you are. You need to enter that code into the registration and then you're good to go. So when it does say it's sending it to your email, it's sending it to your mailbox in the game. So just to make sure you don't get confused by that in any kind of way. Now, going into the guide generator here, if you scroll down a little bit, you can start to see that some people have some guides already set up here. You can see the teams that they're using for particular stages. They're kind of labeled. Some of them are different languages. I'm sure that's something that can be worked out where you can set it to being whatever language that you are using. But here we have Gear Raid 1, Gear Raid 1 as well. If we go ahead and click on one of these guys, this is SAC B123's Gear Raid 1 guide. I'm guessing he's kind of playing around with it. It looks like you can leave like likes, you can bookmark it. It's going to tell you the date, the queue of heroes that you can use. These little lines here are heroes that can be swapped. So if you click on it, it'll show you can use somebody else. Same thing here. Ardia you can swap out for Arrogance. It is just very useful indeed. And it's going to show you, we can set it up ourselves. When you place the heroes down on the little icons on the map, it also can point them in the right direction and what order you're going to use them in. So he's saying here, place Ingrid first, facing upwards. And then number 2 here is going to be Cyrene. And then you just look for number 3 is going to be Leia. 4 is Ardia. She has her facing upwards instead of right. I don't know, maybe that works, I guess. 5 is going to be Honora. 6 is going to be Artemis. 7 is going to be Beelzebub. And then 8 is going to be Greed. And then 9 is going to be Iona. And this is the order he has it set up to play here. Now you can set it up with different sections of the map. So you can do like lineup 1 is for this part of the map or this part of the stage of the fight. Then lineup 2 is going to be a different stage of the fight. And you can just show how you're going to place these heroes. So lineup 1, you could say, well, the first wave, I just want you to place down Ingrid and she's going to take care of it. And lineup 2, you could say, well, after you have Ingrid, I want you to place these other heroes as well to start amping things up. And you can just specify the times that you want to be doing things in here. And you can leave notes. It says remove the cost generated and place the last Iona or Morrigan at the end. So he's saying once you get to the point where you have all these heroes out on the field, you can go ahead and take Cyrene off and then place your Iona or Morrigan. I mean, it's a really cool thing. We can give them a like just by clicking on that button there. You can see liked successfully. Thank you for the guide, bud. Now you can go back to the beginning page here and you can find other ones. I think you can even search. So let's go ahead and search for Gear Raid 2. And it should come up with some results, but it doesn't look like any Gear Raid 2 guides are set up yet. Something that it's going to have to develop over time. All right, so now what we're going to do is go to the guide generator. We're going to try to create our own guide for Gear Raid 3. So I'm going to type on there Gear Raid 3-19. And for the description, we're going to put in there, let's say, how to one-shot boss with Silas. All right. Now we're going to go to the heroes. To select our heroes, we're just going to click on heroes, scroll down a little bit, and then you're going to have a hero pool, and one of them is going to say non-replaceable, and the other one is going to say replaceable. Now, most of the heroes can be pretty replaceable, except Silas, of course, is not going to be a replaceable hero. But if there is a replaceable hero that you can use, make sure you go down to replaceable heroes, and then you can put on there the options. For the first one, we're going to go over to fighter because we want to get Araka on the team. We're going to put Araka here. And as soon as you click on her, you're going to see she's going to pop up right here on the team. Now let's go ahead and get our Silas on here. So we'll go to non-replaceable heroes. We will go to marksman, 5-star, and we will click on Silas. Now he should pop up on the screen right next to Araka. Perfect. That's exactly what we were looking for. Another non-replaceable hero that we're going to be using is going to be Idril. Idril is really popular for Gear Raid 3. So all we have to do now is click from 5-star and go down to 4-star. Now we can add Idril. You can see all the other options here as well. So now Idril is there on the team. You can make it a little more free-to-play friendly, or you can just go ahead and, for the ease of making the content for the first time, we're going to go ahead and make it so it's just a team that can just take it out. Let's go ahead and add in Nyx, because Nyx is going to be on the left side. Now you can put her on non-replaceable heroes, or you can put her at replaceable. The best place I think for her is going to be replaceable. So we'll put Nyx down as a replaceable unit. So now we have Araka, Silas, Idril, and Nyx. So there's one more unit that we're going to place down. We are only looking at Gear Raid 319. So another good option is going to be Alora. So we need to go to marksman, 5-star, and then we're just going to go ahead and click on Alora. Now she can be replaceable by other units, but the easiest one to put for Gear Raid 319 is going to be Alora on that right side. Nyx is going to take care of the left side for us. Silas is going to take care of the center and the boss. And then we have Idril here as well to just be hitting everything that is in sight. Now we need our support heroes. So let's go down and we're going to go for, say, a defender, 4-star. I think I'm going to pick myself up an Isolde. Isolde is good for going into that center spot and taking all those hits from the enemies the boss is spawning when they explode. So I like to put Isolde down there as well. King Hars would be an option. Actually, she is very swappable for any defender, but just for the ease of this, we're going to just put down there Isolde. Now we need to pick up Dolores, of course. So let's go to the healers. We are already on 4 stars, and we're going to put down Dolores. And we also need Hollow. Hollow is going to be another one of our healers. So now we have Araka, Silas, Idril, Nyx, Alora, Isolde, Dolores, and Hollow. What more could you really need for Gear Raid 319? This team here should be able to take care of most of this. Alright, so we're going to save the hero list. So now we have our title, our description. We have our hero list. Now you can see there's a swappable hero plus signs on here. So let's go ahead and click on Araka. And this is how you add the swappable heroes. So for Araka, we're going to make her swappable with Yovar because it's another really good unit for taking into Gear Raid 3 for increased damage. Araka is of course best. Yovar is going to be second best. And we can also look for Lunaria and any other lords for the Piercer faction. So now if we go back, we'll save. And now she has the swappable heroes equipped to her. Now for Nyx is going to be on the left side, so we're also going to select some other options for that. We have Marksman selected. And we're going to look for Razak. We're also going to look for Kai. Kai does a really good job on the left side there. Next best bet is probably going to be Maul. And there's some other good options like Hatsup, but that makes the run a little bit more complicated to figure out and do properly. So we're going to go ahead and save that. Now we have our swappable heroes there in there for Nyx. We still haven't selected our map, so let's go ahead and select our map. All you have to do is click on this little pull down menu here, go down to Gear Raid 3, scroll down until you get to the stage that you're doing. So we're doing stage 19. Click on that and it's going to pop up right here. So stage 19 has just been added now. So in the location you can see we have the portals where the enemies spawn, which is these little red portals here. The directions that those enemies go in. So they go down and then they come to the left and they come down to the center to go to the portal. You also have your platforms, which are in yellow. Then you have your ground units, which are in red. So the ground units would be like Oleg or Solde or whoever you're using as a tank for this. And then you have these little gray areas here, which are your portals. Now from here, since we have our heroes selected, our description done, title done, we can start putting our heroes on the map. Now you want to put them onto the map in the order that you're going to be placing them onto the field. So let's go take a look at it in game for just a quick insight to make sure that we're doing everything right. So I'm going to go to Gear Raids, Gear Raid 3, Gear Raid 19, and I'm going to hit Guides. And then Map Info. So you can see how the map translates over to what's actually happening in the guide generator. You can see we have our platform units here. We have 3, we have the 2, then we have 2 on the left and the 1 here, and then the 3 ground tiles right in front of the center here. So I want to place down Idril here first, then we want to place Silas, then we want to place Dolores, and then I want to place Hollow. So before we get any further, let's just get those units set up to the way that they have to be placed down the map. So here we're going to click right here. This is where I want Idril to go. Idril's going to go right here. So Idril, you're going to select her and you're going to select the direction that she's going to be going in, and we want her facing upwards and the sequence that she's going to be placed. She's going to be the first unit placed, so we're going to place number 1, and there you go. Idril is placed right there facing upwards, and she's the first one that you place. The next one is Silas, so let's go ahead and do Silas. Silas facing upwards, and he's going to be number 2. The next one is going to be Dolores. Dolores is going to be in an invig set, so we're going to go ahead and select Dolores. We want to face her to the left. This is going to increase the odds of her applying her invigoration buff to Silas, so he can do as much damage as possible to the boss as soon as possible. And she is 3rd in the lineup, and then we're just going to confirm. And the next unit is going to be Hollow. So we're going to place Hollow right here. We're going to grab her. We're going to face her to the right so she can heal all of the units in this area over here. And she's going to be the 4th unit placed down. So we're going to hit confirm. And then the next unit that we want to place is going to be Nyx. So Nyx can go right here, facing upwards, and she's going to be the 5th unit. All right. And the next unit will be Alora, facing upwards. She's going to be the 6th and final unit placed down on the field. This is our completed guide here. You can now see that you can just screenshot this as it is right here, or you could, obviously we're going to publish this, but then we can also add in some other things as well. So description content of lineup 1. I'm going to put on there, activate Idril as soon as possible. And we'll add in there Dolores as well. When boss appears, activate Silas. That should destroy the boss. This makes everything easier. So this isn't where the end of this goes. So you can change this up much differently. Now we're gonna go on the hero gear loadout, and you can kind of simplify how you're gonna build these heroes. And for the most part, we're gonna prioritize attack and crit rate / crit damage. All right, so now we can add a new hero here. We're gonna select Idril, and we will select, let's say, the Night Terror set. Let's put her in her best set just to make things easier. We're going to select Infernal Roar here, and then we're going to select on the top part, it is going to definitely be Warlord. These are going to be the sets that we're going to prioritize. Now you can also come down to the hero artifacts and kind of specify what artifacts you should be using on these heroes. We're going to go to Marksman, and we're going to go to 4-star. And I think this is the Idril's Gaze right here. Just let me check really quick in game to make sure that's the right one. I don't remember what the graphic actually looks like. Okay, it's not there. Yep, it's the little green one, which is an Idril's Gaze. So perfect, we have our Idril's Gaze. Let's go ahead and select Idril's Gaze, and that is going to be the ideal artifact and gear loadout for Idril. So let's save that. Now, Idril's gear set is prioritized. You can even add the gear loadout description here up to 50 characters. So I'll say 2 times attack percentage and 1 times crit damage, focused on crit rate crit damage. Let's put it attack percentage, crit rate, and crit damage. Just put a comma there. Get it in there. Perfect. That's very, very nice there. Now, we can add more things in there as well. So let's add another hero. Let's go with Silas. Silas, we're going to select Infernal Roar, and we're also going to select Warlord. And for his artifact, we're going to go to Marksman, 5-star, and we're going to select the Spirit Siphon. And then we will hit save. Pretty straightforward. His set is now in there. And for the gear options and description, we're going to go ahead and put in there, we're going to put prioritize crit damage over attack. We want to have attack percentage, crit rate, and crit damage. Perfect. Now we're going to add the other heroes as well. For Nyx, it's also going to be a very similar build. Infernal Roar. Of course, Night Terror could be an option if you're just trying to pass Gear Raid 319. With Power Dominance unlocked, you should be able to start farming up your Infernal Roar pieces. That Warlord here on the left side, kind of the same scenario. We're going to go Marksman, 5-star, and I want to select Sharpshooter's Crest. Before I get any further, just because I don't remember if that's the right graphic or not. She has her Scarlet Dagger, of course, but the Sharpshooter Crest is the little purple one. Okay. Sorry, not really sure what those graphics all look like by memory. So it is in there. And with Nyx, we're going to prioritize pure attack percentage. So 3 times attack percentage with crit rate, crit damage, and attack speed. All right. I wish there was a little more space in there for being able to add in there on the right side gear maybe, and then the left side gear, just kind of put in their priority orders. All right, so that's done. Let's go ahead and add another hero. We need to go to Allura. Allura is going to be just pretty much the same. Infernal Roar with Warlord and Marksman. Let's try to add her exclusive. Is it in here? Oh, it is, but it's really confusing to find. Hold on, let me find it in game so I can see what it looks like. She is wearing her artifact, I believe. Nope, she's not. Here it is. It looks like a little Falcon's Crest, I guess. So let's go back to that. We will find that in the lineup here. Let's see. I'm probably looking right at it and not seeing it. Oh, it's right here. Okay. So Falcon's Crest is going to be the item that we're going to go for the artifact. We'll save, and then we'll scroll down a bit, try to find her options, and we're going to focus on attack percentage as well. So I can just copy. Oh, it looks like it's kind of deleting my old ones here. It's okay. We'll go ahead and put in there. Maybe we'll fill those all out in the end. Not a big deal. Add another hero. And now we're going to do Isolde. Isolde is a little weird. We're going to go for, let's say, Life Force and Guardian set. Right there. Then for the artifact, we're going to go for Defender, 5-star, and we want to go with a Bastion ring. And then we'll save. Now her gear is saved in there now as well. Add another hero. We're going to go to Dolores. We want to go with Calamity and Invigoration. For the artifact, we're going to go to the Healer artifact, 5-star, and we're going to select the Golden Scarab. All right, I think we have one more that we have to worry about. Yep, we're going to worry about Hollow. And Hollow is going to be going into a Whirlwind set with Invigoration. And as far as the artifact goes, we will select the Euphoric Orb. Doesn't really matter which artifact she has. She can go in a Golden Scarab as well. All right, I think our team is already loaded up. Now, do we have a video guide for this? If you have a video guide, you can put this in there as an option that can be used. So that way you can just record yourself and post it to YouTube or TikTok or wherever you want to post the video. And you can just link it right here so that people can see what's happening in real time. And then they have all the answers that they need with their guide here on the guide generator. When they watch your video, they can just kind of copy it. So from there, let's go ahead and publish. There we go. Our guide is published. Now let's check it out. Can I see it? All right. Looks pretty good. Shows the lineup that I like to have. And it shows the optional heroes for Araka. They kind of pop up when you click on them. Same thing for Nyx. You can see them over there. And then we have our lineup map location here, showing Idril, Silas, Dolores, Hollow, Nyx, and Alora in that order. A little note here saying to activate Idril and Dolores as soon as possible. When the boss appears, activate Silas. That should destroy the boss. Now we have the gear guides here. It's showing how to use Calamity and Invigoration and Spirit Siphon. It looks like it did save that, it just wasn't showing on mine anymore. But you could go ahead and edit that as well. Or it just does the same thing for all of them. Priorities attack and crit rate, crit damage. Alright. That is pretty straightforward. I like it. It's very cool. So now I can take this a screenshot here. Let's go ahead and copy this. And now it's copied and I could post it into Paint and save it. Or I could post it on the Discord. Or I could post it into Facebook or wherever you want to post it, and you can show how this guide works. And if you want to use this as an example when you are doing a video or something, that would be really cool too. Let's go to our home page now. Let's say we want to do a guide generator for something else that isn't in there. So guide generator, we're gonna go down to the maps right away. We're gonna select your map, and you can see that the boss stages are not in here. So you can't see the dragon boss, you can't see Semra, and you're gonna have to do this yourself. I'm sure that they're gonna add it at some point, but as of right now, let's just trying to find a scenario where we need to make a custom map. So select the map stage to edit. You can do it this way where you can edit an old map, or you have a map size of here where you select the amount of columns, and let's go see if we can figure out how many columns and rows are in the guild boss. Alright, so now we can see right on my screen over here how this is going to work. I could probably move this out for just a second. 1, 2, 3, 4 down, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the right. And we know that these 3 tiles here, you can't place a unit. So let's go in the guide generator, and I haven't tried this before. So we have 4 rows. I believe I'm doing this right. And then how many did I say? There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 columns. Hopefully I don't got that backwards. Can it show me that? Oh, I have it backwards. So it's 4, 7, not 7, 4. All right. Here it is. Now we can see where we can put these down. And then we have the boss up here. Let's see if we can do... We don't need a spawn. We just need a mob. Elevate ground core. We don't have a core. No routes that we have to worry about. If you did have a route, you could add it down in there. Let's see, we can go, let's just add the mob here. Okay, so you click on that, mobs, and then you can add it over here. Now, we know on the guild boss fight that all of these tiles are technically red. So the top 3 tiles that you can go there, you can go ahead and make them all the mob. So let's pause that. Let's add it here and here. That is our area. Then we're gonna go to, let's say, ground tiles. And how many ground tiles do we have to work with in the center there? Let's find them. We have 6, including where we have the boss put. So let's give ourselves another spot here. So can I move these out? Oh, delete. Okay, so yeah, actually we're gonna put that there. And then we're gonna put the ground here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's where I can place our tiles. And then we're gonna go ahead and select the elevate, which is going to be our platform units. We'll put them 1, 2, 3 here. Then we have 1, 2, 3. Same thing on this side. And then we have across the center here. So now we already have our map set up for Guild Boss 1, which is really cool. Now, anything else that we can add in here? Walls don't really matter. I think that's all we really need. Let's go ahead and save. Now you've created a map for Guild Boss 1, and you can just go ahead and add in there how you want to place your heroes, how people should place their heroes. And it's going to be really, really nifty, I'm telling you. especially if you're trying to help out others playing the game. But anyways guys, that's all I have right now for the guide generator. Please do feel free to check it out, play around with it, post a bunch of stuff, share your teams, and I look forward to seeing all of your guides in the future. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to join the Discord. I'd like to see all of your guides getting posted up there. I will add a special channel for these guides to be posted. And I'm going to start using these, I think, for a lot of my videos to kind of explain before I go into guiding players through this. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep digging.